All right, hello lads. So we're back to have a look at quadrilaterals. So first of all, a quadrilateral is a four-sided shape. Now, regular quadrilaterals, I have two of them here, a square. You can also have a rectangle. And here I have a parallelogram. And you can also have a rhombus, which is just a square that's been squashed. Okay? So, I'm going to show you the rules. The rules are very simple. The four angles in the four corners must add up to 360 degrees is the maximum in a quadrilateral. Okay, so that's our first rule. So if you know three corners angles, take the three angles away from 360, and you'll find the missing angle. Okay, any two corners added up will always be 180 degrees. Any two that you add up will always add up to 180. So if I add those two, those two, those two, those two, they'll always add up to 180. Okay? So let's imagine that we draw two lines that join the corners and then we squash it a bit. So this is our classic parallelogram. So we're going to have a look at the relationship of each angle using the rules that we know and some new rules. Okay, so let's use the rules that we know already. E, the angle at E, is equal to the angle at F because they're opposite. That's a rule we know already. We used it in a previous video. The angle at H is equal to the angle at G because it's opposite. Now, what do we mean by opposite? From the previous video, there's two straight lines that form an X. That's what we mean by opposite. Okay? Now, let's have a look at the new rules. We know that these three add up to 180. Why? Because it's a triangle. Same goes for those three, same goes for those three, same goes for those three. We know that. But let's have a look and see, could we quickly figure out which ones are equal to each other? So, I want you to look at the A. The angle at A is actually equal to the angle at B. And these are called alternate angles. In other words, they alternate one side, the other side. So, you can pause now and see what other ones are alternate. Right, let's have a look at which other ones are alternate. If A is alternate to B, well then L and I must also be alternate. And let's look at the other side. K must be alternate to J. Alternate. And C must be alternate to D. Alternate. I think that's them all gotten. Brilliant. Now, is there a way of showing this or knowing that you can use this trick? There is. If I was to just show you this. The letter Z. Okay, can you see a Z anywhere in here? Z. And backwards, Z. So when you see a Z shape, these angles in the Z shape will be the same. So if you look carefully, there's the C and there's the D. Okay, so that's the shape you're looking for.